about this past weekend. We're down at the Daktronics. It was our very first competition, so it's been a while since our guys have had an opportunity to step under the lights and get down to weight. But overall, I thought the guys did a really good job. Probably more importantly, the guys looked comfortable. They enjoyed wrestling. They were excited, smiles on their faces, and that was awesome to see. I'd also like to throw out, I think it was really cool. Shout out to the parents. They were all in the stands hanging out, just a massive group there. It looked like they were having fun. It's a really good group of parents, so that always makes it enjoyable. So thanks for coming down, all the parents and all the fans that joined us down there. Overall, assessment, I guess, probably where you expect to be at the beginning of the season, but I thought the guys looked good. We won 7 of the 10 weight classes, which was awesome. We were really close to winning all 10, which we've never done before, but that was pretty sweet to see. We do use this event, like we said, as an indicator on who's going to be our initial starter, and in probably almost half the weights we competed against ourselves. So big one at 125. We finished out the tournament at the top 4 spots, all Gophers, with Sean Russell coming out on top there. So that was a good competition, and those guys battled really well. Our guys that moved up from last year, I thought it was great. A guy like Ethan Lezak, you could tell he was a different guy right from the start, and he even said, man, it felt a little bit different making 133 than 125, but he looked solid and big at 133, and he racked up a lot of points and did really well. McKee, Thorne, and Blythe as well. All 3 of those guys wrestled great. So that move up has been a good move for them, I think, and we're excited the way they competed. Tommy Thorne was the one of those 3 that did not win the tournament. He lost in the finals, but he had a really good weight, solid weight class, wrestled some really good, tough competition, and I think he looked good, especially coming off a torn ACL. I think it was great to see that he could make it through that entire tournament. Then at 165 pounds, we had 2 guys battle in the finals there. We talked a lot about Brosma and Eller, knowing that these 2 guys are going to be contending for that spot. It was a great match. Came down to overtime. Brosma comes out on top. So Brosma will be going with us to the Air Force. Eller will still get an opportunity to go out and compete at the Bison. We have, you may have noticed that Bobby Steveson did not wrestle this weekend as well. He got injured during the week before the DAC, so he stayed home. He'll be going down to the Bison as well if he's healthy and competing and getting some matches there. But I think at the end of the day, our guys in our team know you always got to go out and compete. Whether you're the starter or not, you know that your job's never done. We're going to put the guy out there that's always going to wrestle hard and give it his best and go out and compete at a very high level. And these guys are always competing for the spots, but right now kind of solidified the initial spot, and we'll give guys more opportunities as we go down the road. But overall, pretty good weekend. And then other big matches, one of them talked about was at 197 pounds. Dylan Anderson, he weighed in actually at 186 pounds and wrestled 197. So we kept him down there so he could make 184 if we need to. But he looked phenomenal. He'll be match of the week. Check that out. Boy, his semifinals match and his finals match, he put a lot of points on the board. And in the finals, big scrambles and tough battling, and he just wrestled through all positions. So he's a fun guy to watch, and I thought he did a great job. So check that out later in the week. And then at heavyweight, Gable and Streifel battled in the finals, and Gable came out on top there. Our plans with Gable is to send him to the Bison this coming weekend, and Streifel will be wrestling with the team out at Air Force. So long season, and so when you're a true freshman, you want to keep it short, and so we're going to let him get a lot of matches in here first, and then just kind of pick the time we think is right to come out and compete. So that's kind of wrapping up the Daktronics. Other big things that are going on around here this upcoming weekend, I lightly mentioned it, we'll be wrestling against Air Force on Friday. If you get a chance, please follow along there and check the guys out, and the rest of the team will be down at the Bison Open, or a lot of them will be. So that's down in Fargo on Saturday, and those guys will be battling down there. So that's kind of what's going on in and around the program. And last but not least, don't forget about buying those gala tickets. We're only a couple weeks away. We're excited about that. And again, it's a great event. If you can make it, please do that. It supports our second phase of fundraising as we're trying to develop our locker room and make that spot readily and top of the line for our guys. So thanks again for everything. Go Gophers, and we'll see you soon.